This one, I'm going to face some backlash. I know, but I don't really care um, because the reality needs to be addressed. Israel is horrible, committing atrocities and funding atrocities in Africa, and nobody cares because of Gaza. So I saw this and I watched Netanyahu talk about how they're ending all tariffs. For Donald Trump, they're ending tariffs, and I was like anybody else, a realistic, logical human being is going to say, ending tariffs. Well, what does Israel export that we want? Like, what do they export to us that we would how we would import to them? We're exporting to them, right? We're sending our stuff to them. We're exporting to them, and they're putting tariffs on what we send to them, and then they're exporting to us, right? We are importing from them and tariffing them, right? So the tariff, for people that don't know, which they should, a tariff is just a tax on the goods that are coming to me. So if I buy stuff from you, it comes to me and I'm buying it and I'm going to tax the stuff, taxing it from you. So that means you have to recover when you get it, you gotta recoup that tax. So you just pass it on to the people you're selling it to. So if it's coming from Israel to America, we put a tariff on it. So now the people that are getting the stuff that came from Israel, there's a tariff on it, so it now costs more. So they just pass that cost on to the people in America who's buying it. Yeah, I mean, this is not difficult stuff, but people make it seem like it's difficult. They make it seem like, oh man, we're taxing another country and the country is paying for it. The country ain't paying for a damn thing. They're not paying for nothing. You're tariffing. You're putting the tariff. You're paying for it. They're not paying for it. You're paying for it. They like, all right, dog. If that's what you want to do, all right, you want to raise the price, no problem. So then, if it comes to a whatever, that's a whole different story. Bottom line is tariffs. Tariffs have their place where they can work. They can do some good. But anything in excess is not good. Water in excess is not good. You have too much air, you're gonna die, man. You have too much water, you're gonna drown. Anything in excess isn't good. Stuff used in explicitly for certain cases is good for everything. It's good. There's benefits for it. Not what they got going on, but whatever. So, anyways, I'm looking at it and I'm like, Israel eliminating tariffs, and they're eliminating tariffs, so they're no longer going to charge us for the stuff that we export to them. And I said, well, what the hell do we import from them and export from them? Whatever, right? So then I went to do some research and I looked at some stuff, right? I found some stuff from 2022, 2 years ago. It doesn't matter who the president is. It doesn't matter. They have this affinity with Israel, which is a whole different story. But I had to do some diving, right? So in 2022, both U.S. exports to Israel and imports from Israel grew, but it was weird of what it grown, right? So we exported out. We sent to Israel $14.2 billion worth of stuff. that we sent to them. We exported 14.2 billion. And then we imported 21.4 billion. So we took from them, like we bought more from them than we sold to them, right? So that's $7.2 billion that we basically gave them. So it got me to looking even more in this, right? And I'm thinking to myself, well, what the hell are we giving them so much that they're giving us, and why the deficit? So I looked at it, and we're literally exporting the exact same thing that we're importing. That is what they put on this report. We are exporting stone, glass, metal, and pearls. That's what we're exporting to Israel. We're sending that to Israel. They are sending us back the exact same thing: stone, glass, metal, and pearl. The exact same thing. So we are basically just giving them $7.2 billion a year. We're just giving it to them. Here, we're going to send you stone, glass, metal, and pearl. And then we're going to take back stone, glass, metal, and pearl. And we're going to buy it. We're going to buy more of it. So we're going to give you $4 billion worth of the exact same thing. And then we're going to buy $6 billion of it. Then why don't we just keep the $4 billion? Why don't we just keep the, why are we giving them the exact same thing that we are buying? That makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. So then it got me doing some research. What exactly is the stone that we're exporting? The glass, the metals, the pearl, all that's cap. What we're doing is we're importing diamonds. We're buying diamonds. That's what we're buying. Diamonds. All right, now when you look at something, right? When someone says, hey, this is what we're doing, the very first thing that they say is either the truth or the majority. Everything else is fluff or a lie. So when you look at this, it says diamonds, integrated circuits, and broadcasting equipment. Diamonds is what we are getting from them. Diamonds. We get diamonds from Israel. Diamonds is where they get all their money. What they want is oil, because they don't have anything. Like I said, that's why they want to take over Syria and Iran, and that's why they want to have war with everybody over there, so they can get rid of them. And Gaza. In Gaza, there's stuff in Gaza too that they want, right? So they want to get that stuff from Gaza. They want to get they want to get them out of Gaza so they can take over the natural resources, whatever's under the ground. They don't give a damn about them, bro. Israel doesn't have anything, but they want to take from the people that are around them. That's why they want the war. So it got me to thinking, well, if you don't have no damn, you ain't got no natural, there's no diamond mines in Israel. So where the hell are you getting the diamonds from? Well, then I had to look at that. You're getting the diamonds from Africa. Israel is considered one of the most important countries that import rough diamonds and the most prominent countries that export polished diamonds. Most of these diamonds come from African countries such as South Africa, Liberia, Congo, Ivory Coast, amongst others. This is where they come from, bro. But I got to searching a little bit more. Bro, these are the blood diamonds. Israel funds blood diamond. Israel's the one that causes the wars and causes the negativity so that they can get the diamonds for $1 and sell them for millions. To get them for nothing, sometimes nothing. To get them for $1, $2, $5. Trade guns to the militia over there so the militia can kill their people. And then you can talk about how bad the militia is when you want to get rid of them because they're asking for too much money. Now they're asking for too much money for the blood diamonds. So you send people, oh, now we got to get America involved, man. Let's get all the West involved because they're the atrocities that these militias are doing to their people, the atrocities. We need to send a humanitarian aid and can't believe these savages. So let's send Americans in there to get rid of them, put in a new puppet regime. So they're no longer asking for more money for the blood diamonds. So now they're only asking for $1 now, or they're willing to take 50 cents. So yeah, this is a good regime to have. But what's crazy to me is that these are the people that are affected. Children. These people. These babies that are digging in these mines all day long for $1. Not even. Just digging for food. All day long. Every day, all day. Just to find these diamonds that are worth millions of dollars, to hand them over to a white man for $5, if that. If $5. You know, like this diamond that was handed over from Sierra Leone. This diamond is worth so much money that they gave back humanitarian aid, $6 million off of the cost of this diamond, given to a white person. They get sent over to Israel for Israel to do nothing but chip it, shave it, polish it, and send to America and the rest of the world. That's all they do. That is it. Is they cut diamond, polish diamond, and all the chains that people have, the studded diamond, all the diamonds, the bust downs, and all these things. This is where they're getting this stuff. There's no diamond mines in Israel, man. All these chains with the 10,000 diamonds in the chains and stuff like that get chipped down from gigantic diamonds like this. A gigantic diamond like this gets shaved down, chipped down. All those diamond pieces that come off of this diamond, this large diamond, they get polished, they get shaved down, and they get put in and set in watches and rings and necklaces and earrings and sent all over the world, mainly to America. Mainly to America. This is $81.4 billion a year. That's just an estimated value of what Israel is stealing, raping from Africa. 81.4 billion estimate. That's an estimate. That's just an estimate. And that's just in diamonds. That is not to mention other stones, emeralds, rubies. That's not to mention any of those. Cobalt. None of that stuff. All the stuff that has been getting raped from Africa for hundreds of years, bro. With child labor. They don't give a damn. But yet we're going to talk about Gaza this and Gaza that and Gaza this and Gaza that and the stuff that's going on in Gaza and stuff that they're slaughtering people. They're slaughtering children in Congo. Nobody care about the Africans. No one cares at all. Black people in America don't care. Black people in other places don't care at all. Do not care at all. We do care about Gaza. And I'm not saying that the atrocities that are happening in Gaza should be bypassed and looked over. No, that's horrible what's happening. It's all at the hands of Israel and America. All of it's at the hands of Israel. Most of it's at the hands of Israel. Most of it. And Israel runs America too, but I know they're not going to like this video. This video is going to get clicks and views, and they'll probably take the motherfucker down. But I know at least I put it out there, and I'm going to keep putting these out there, because this is how Israel is funded. This is how their wars are funded. This is how them committing their atrocities around the world, or around in the whole Middle East and in America. It's funded by raping Africa, by plummeting and pillaging Africa of its natural resources. That's where it's by having children do it and paying them pennies, if anything, while they're making billions, exporting to America stuff that they stole. So they're getting 100% profit, or 99.99999% profit, because they're paying a couple of $1,000s or trading weapons that they got for free from America for diamonds that they can sell to America. Let that sink in. We give them billions of dollars in aid and weapons. They take the weapons that we give them for free, along with billions of dollars, take those weapons over to Africa, trade them with the militia for diamonds, and then sell the diamonds back to us, and literally put tariffs on them too. So we're giving you billions of dollars, and we're giving you weapons. You trade our weapons to militias, so a militia can kill their own people for diamonds, to make sure that they're getting diamonds, to give the diamonds to you guys, because they're trading diamonds for a couple of $1,000s, maybe even $1 million, maybe 2 or 3 million, $60 million worth of diamonds. They give you give these militia people $2 or $3 million in cash, and $1 million in weapons, and then take the $60 million in diamonds and sell it to America, and then put tariffs on it. And tax it to America. And oh man, Israel's our greatest ally. What do they do for us? What does Israel do for America at all? Nothing. They do nothing for us. Absolutely nothing. But rob, rape, pillage, and plunder Africa. That's what they do. Nothing else. Nothing more and nothing else. And there is literally black people that are out here talking about, we got to stand up for Israel. Fuck Israel. How about stand up for Africa? How about that? Stand up for Congo. Stand up for Liberia. Stand up for South Africa. Get the colonizers out of there. Stand up for that. How about that? Stand up for these babies. How about that? Y'all not going to do that at all. It's not going to be on the news. The atrocities that are happening right now in Africa is not going to be on any news at all. But you will have weird ass generals, Uncle Tom coon ass generals that, well, listen, Ibrahim Traore is keeping all the money for himself, and he's not giving anything to his people. What the hell? Well, what's happening in America? But y'all don't care about that. But I'll say it. Israel is trash. They're an abomination. An abomination. They just went over there and just took over a damn country that had people in it already. What Israel did to the Palestinians is what the British did to the Native Americans. Just came over here and just took it. Literally just came over here and took it. Why the hell didn't the Israel Jews, whatever, why didn't they just stay in Germany? They got kicked out of everywhere, bro. Why didn't you just stay in Germany? When the World War II was over, why didn't you stay there? Why don't you just reestablish yourself there? You were already established. Palestine was for Palestinians. How the hell did you just go to Palestine and just take it over? And now you, whatever, whole different story. The bottom line is Israel exports diamonds, billions of dollars in diamonds that they steal from Africa. And they trade weapons in a couple of $1 million that they get billions of dollars from America, from taxpayers. They get billions of dollars, and they take a couple of million out of the billions they get every year, a couple of million, and give it to the militia in Africa for billions of dollars in diamonds and some guns, and then sell the diamonds to America, and then tax the diamonds as well, put tariffs on as well. And then America runs around talking about how Israel is our greatest ally. That doesn't sound like an ally, it sounds like a scammer. But I'm pretty sure you guys will come up with something else from this, man. But I'm not going to stop doing these videos. I'm on to the next one.